use these. So we wanted to take you through the promos for this month and show you some cool ways to use them. There's loads of ways in whatever Facebook group you're in. I definitely recommend using the search button one by one. So like lemon's free. Take a day, search lemon and read through that, and you're going to be able to find testimonials, DIYs, etc. And then, you can do purification. Pick a day for each oil and go through one on one. Since we're not all local to each other, we're not able to do, monthly in-person classes where we show you how to use the promos or show you how to do these things. So we wanted to get on live together and show you how to do some stuff, because I know for me, especially when I first started, there's so many great ways to like diffuse and make rollers, but it's really fun to make different things, like a variety of different beauty products. And we really talk about ditch and switching. So we're not just talking about diffusing or rolling on, we're talking about products in your home as well. So that's why we're doing this. I do want to say, and I'm really pushing this lately, I know everybody has for years, but I'm just on this train. If you have not seen Stink, please watch it. It is on Amazon Prime, like movies. I know that's not what you call it, but that's okay. You know what I mean? It's like $3. Please watch it. I'm like begging you to watch it. And I think we're going to try to make this call a monthly thing to do some, and just think about the ditch and switch you guys are going to be able to do when you get your subscribe to save orders and your promos. We really want to help you put them to use. So that's why we decided to do this call. I hope that was a little helpful message for the fill in the gap.
I love it.
Awesome.
I'm going to mute myself because I'm having a snack.
It's okay. So that's funny. So I think it's hilarious that Allison and I are both Tracy, and for some reason I changed my name and that changes it back. So we're just going to flow with it because it's a little bit hilarious. I kind of think it makes it really confusing, but funny for all of us. So I am excited because something for me that when I first started, I learned is that I couldn't tell anyone about what I was doing if I wasn't using it. And having these promos really helped me get them in my hand. And I'm not talking about if you're building a business or not. That's not what this call is about. But for me, I wanted to tell my family, like, here's what I'm trying instead. And if I didn't have the products, I couldn't tell anyone. So they really were a great way for me, especially at the beginning of using them to kind of ditch and switch everything in my household. It was a great way for me to get these new oils and products in my hand and be able to share them with people and use them on my body. So we are pumped tonight. We're going to go through a pretty quick format of this. It's probably only going to be a 25-30 minute call from here. Allison and I are so excited to be on here. And of course, Chelsea, anytime she wants to chime in, anybody else too. But what we want to do is first tell you why subscribe to save rocks, then what's in the actual subscribe to save freebies for April. Then we're going to demo some products live, and hopefully you have your supplies. If you don't have your supplies, the easiest thing you can grab is grab a couple oils. If you don't have the promo oils yet, that's okay. A couple oils, a jar, and some baking soda. Or you can grab a spray bottle, okay, y'all, and some water and some oils. Because here's the thing, you can do what we're doing, but you can also use what you have to do what we're doing and have a party with us and use those promos, even if they are from last month, or if they're ones that weren't promos, but you bought them, right? So I want you to type in the comments, how many of y'all get stuff for free from Young Living? If you're like, for free for me, that's a hashtag, right? Full free for me. Because
should absolutely be a hashtag. If it's not, it is already. But you have to have the tone of voice that you just did, which is difficult. So now you have to have like me. But anyway.
I just got a haircut, so my hair is like really swinging. I'm like, for free. So guys, get out those things if you don't already have them. So I'm going to pass it to Dr. Van Horn. Sorry, she'll get really mad at me. That's not the kind of class we're having tonight, but I like to call her that because she is.
She only calls me that because I get annoyed.
I told her that we're teaching about the body. So tonight we're not really teaching about the body, but because she is a dear friend, I just appreciate her wisdom. So Allison, what the heck is STS and why do I need it?
I love calling it. So anyways, I'm Allison. I've been with Young Living for 7 years now, and I have been on Subscribe to Save, formerly known as Essential Rewards, since day 2. And I'll say day 2 because I wasn't smart enough to do it on day 1 to save money and shipping. I got the kit and fell in love, and then got another order that month and put it on the Subscribe to Save program. So it's been excellent, and I haven't looked back. And I love the promos that come every month, the gifts with purchase, because it is a great way to highlight some of the amazing oils that they have. And now they do products, which is even better. And it's a great way to try new things that I never thought I would. So that's like the number one reason why I love the Subscribe to Save program, because sometimes I just get like the things we need for my family of 5, but then I get extra bonuses like pine. I'm going to tell you that I never would have gotten pine before, but I love pine for so many things. And that is an often freebie one. So that is excellent. So that's like the number one thing that I love about the Subscribe to Save program, is that often it gives you oils that you would never choose before. So if you have been on Subscribe to Save for like 1 month, 2 months, 7 years, more than that, go ahead, and that has happened to you, go ahead and put the Subscribe to Save Essential Rewards Game Changer that you found, that you got, that you were like, I'm not going to like this one, I'm just going to put it away or give it away, and you found out you love it and you use it. Because there's some like weird ones. Like Aroma Ease is one for me as well. That was a game changer for pregnancy, but I never would have tried to get it or use it if it wasn't for it coming as the promos. So if you don't know, the Subscribe to Save program is a program that you can sign in every month. It is now awesome, and you can literally have one item on it. You don't need to have a quota or a minimum. You can just have one item on the Subscribe to Save, and that works. You'll accrue 10% every month. However, if you are a loyalty rewards member on that Subscribe to Save program, that is that you have a 50 PV minimum, and PV doesn't necessarily, it's just like a points value to the item that is in the virtual or in the shopping platform. It typically is equal, but not always. Sometimes it's a little bit different, but it's a PV value. So as long as you're at that 50 PV volume, you would be, every month you're a loyalty rewards member. So you would get extra perks. It's no cost to get in, which I love, because some programs and other situations are. So I love it. It's free. It's just me getting my products and then getting points back to use on free products in the future. So it's on accrual system. So when you're on a loyalty rewards member, that means you get 50 PV every month at least. You would get 10% back of your order for months 1 through 3, and then it doubles at month 4. So as long as you're on it consistently, you will accrue that percentage back. So month 1 through 3, you get 10% back on your order. At month 4, you'd get 20% back. And if Chelsea is available, I know she loves math. And I bet you she will do some math in the comment section. So if you spend 50 PV, you would get 10% back, and that would be like the points. Yes, I'm calling you out, or somebody out, to do my math. Hint, hint. Anyways, so then at month 4 to month 24, you would get that 20% back. So you've doubled it just by getting the products you would have normally gotten at Target or the grocery store or the commissary or wherever you're getting your stuff. But now you're getting it at convenience to home. You're getting it at better products for you. They stretch further, and we'll talk about that too in this DIY class. And you're just having a better budget, and you're having more mindfulness of what's going in and on your bodies for you and your family. So it's really kind of like a game changer. And here's the best part: at month 24, right? That's 2 years. At 2 years, you get 25% back. I mean, I'm gonna say it. Yeah, that is amazing. So you already get 24% off on your products, right? Just by being a Subscribe to Save member and wholesale, just getting that 100 PV, whatever, being a part of the community. And now you get 25% back after being a loyal customer for 2 years. You also get perks of getting extra freebies at month 3, 6, 9, and at 12 months. You get a special oil that is only available for loyalty rewards member. It's called Loyalty, and it's to die for. Has anybody gotten that? I mean, that is one to make with the make and takes. It is so refreshing. It is a great smell for like diffuser bombs and roll-ons, perfumes, all the things. It's fantastic. And if you haven't gotten it, I look forward to you getting it, because it's a great perk. And then if for some reason, I find this is very important to say, if for some reason that the Subscribe to Save program is maybe not for you, and you find out, you can get off of it for no cost. You can just pop off. You just make sure you use your free points. But And here's the other best, so you can get back on at any time. So there's not like a time frame you have to be off if it's just not working for you, or budgets or whatnot, and you have to, just know that that program is always available for you to grab these promos. Because with the loyalty rewards and the subscribe to save, you get extra promos. So anyways, with that being said, that's a subscribe to save program and the gifts with purchase perks. And we'll go into kind of what the April promos are that you will grab this month. Go for it, Tracy. Just kidding, Ashley. Just kidding, sorry.
I feel so wise being Tracy here tonight. No, I'm just kidding. But here's the thing. In April, we have gotten so many things. Like Allison was mentioning that you can get every month for free. But this month, they've been just things that I love to use that really replenish my stock, and things I would buy even if they weren't free. And I want you to hear me say that very clearly. I would buy all of these oils and products even if they weren't free. And that's huge for me because it doesn't mean it's just like you buy all this junk, you get this junk for free. How many of you have done that? Don't lie. Like on a website, it's like, if you buy $100, you get this $4 lip gloss for free. I mean, assuming you won't use Young Livings, but that was a random example. Or I think for me, clothing companies, it's a lot of times like, you buy $100, you get this for free. It's like something I don't need. It's just a random tank top or just something free shipping sometimes. No, that's bad, but it's not always what I actually would use. Okay, so here we go this month, what we got for free. So the first thing that we got for free was lemon at 100 PV. So I love lemon so much. It is a 15 ml and it is exclusive to loyalty rewards, which is a subscription order. Like Allison was talking about, it's a powerhouse. It's great. It's great at detoxification. Add a drop to your water. Lemon, grapefruit, and peppermint are great in a capsule to support speedy metabolism for bikini season, you guys, or weight loss in general. It's also great with a spoonful of honey with lavender and peppermint for pollen season. I love it to remove gum, stickers, grease, crayons from any surface. So that is at the 100 PV. At the 190 PV level, my friend Allison right there is going to show you guys, it's actually a 15 mil and not a 5 mil of purification. Sorry, I did not get mine yet for free. And I know it's ridiculous. I'm going to say, be really, really withheld. My order should get here tomorrow. And I was so sad. I almost cried giant tears. But what was funny is that's the only one I don't have because I use them all so much. So I use purification. I have a 5 mil. Allison did too, but I was hoping she had a 15, but does anybody have a 15 mil to show them? Oh, out, she does. Yes. So this is at the 190 level. And what's super fun about this one is it is a great weapon to fight against odor. So this could be yucky smells of any sort. It doesn't stand a chance against purification. It's a bright, refreshing scent, and it's fabulous to apply on blemishes, any kind of nasty on your face, over the liver to purify or get rid of rough emotions, especially anger. It's great also for diluting it and keeping it around the ears to keep them supported. I love it. Drops of it in shoes because they stank. I love it with some baking soda or on a paper towel at the bottom of trash cans. It is the bomb. So also at the same level, you're going to get a 5 mil, which is an itty bitty baby bottle, which is in my car and not in my house, because who wants to keep a baby bottle of peppermint in their house? This is for your purse, ladies. But 5 mil of peppermint is what you're going to get. And this is one that was in your starter bundle. If you got that bundle, or if you got started another way, maybe you purchased it since then, or maybe not. But this is exclusive to the subscription order. And our warmer weather around here, depending on where you live, but in the Southeast, is just coming our way every single day. And so are the nasty, creepy crawlies. Drop peppermint along doorways to repel the creepy crawlies. It's also great for enjoying outdoors when there's pollen everywhere. And I love to add 20 drops of lemon, lavender, and peppermint each to like an empty dropper bottle like this, but usually a 1 ounce version, not 4. And I drop it on my chest in diffusers all the dang where it goes. This is what made me fall in love with oils, was using this trio, and I'm sure you will enjoy the outdoors a lot more with them. God bless that trio. The next thing is a 15 mil of Tangerine, also exclusive to your subscription order. Nothing says sunshine more than citrus. This is a great one to bring joy. It has 90 to 97% in limonene. And after researching that, you will know why you want this in and on your body. It's great for lung health, the liver, the brain, and the digestive system. 250 PV. This is not exclusive to STS. This is the best spring blend ever. It's great for neutralizing unwanted odors, filling your space with cheer. It has a lemon myrtle and lemon. It also has spearmint, ylang ylang, and eucalyptus globulus. I love it so much. And the reason I love it so much is because it makes me feel, I don't know, joyful and cheerful just by smelling it. We have it in diffuser 24/7. It's a great aroma. And I am so excited to share more and more with you guys. At how many of y'all have the 300 PV promo this month? Anybody show it to me? You have it yet? I don't have it yet. It's like so freaking sad. Let's pretend. Let's pretend. Anybody with me? Nobody wants to pretend. Y'all think I'm super cheesy. Let's pretend like I'm holding up the 300 PV promo. Not Stacy, not Chelsea. What is wrong? Why don't we all have it? We
I'm
will have it,
holding-
guys.
Ashley, mine didn't come yet.
I know. Mine didn't come yet either, but I was hoping it wasn't just me and somebody could flash up that beauty for everyone to see.
I hear it's huge.
Yeah. So the room spray, does anybody, and I don't have Life 9 out because we're not really chatting about supplements tonight, but the room spray bottle is huge. It's supposed to be like, I think it's 6 ounces and not 4, but super amazing. We're going to dig in because we're just chatting oils tonight to just those things, which we have covered already for the promos. So we're going to go through and demo some products for you, but really we want you to make them too. We only have 9 of you guys with your screen on. So I'm hoping all 9 of you all are going to make dang things with us. And
We
if
have
you're not,
some friends who are multitasking, which I love that they still came, which is great. We have a couple of people packing for some trips and things like that. So that's why some people don't have their videos on. But
Right. Okay, Allison, can you show us Fresh?
yes.
Okay.
Like, am I just, I have a few that I was gonna play. Which one is called Fresh? Can I
Sorry.
do my own Fresh? I was gonna do, guys, this is not on the thing. So don't be like, oh my God, where is my stuff? This is just a giant, I found this and I was like, I need to share this. So I'm gonna call this one Fresh and then figure out what she's talking about because apparently I'm confused.
No, the room spray, the purification of lemon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hold on this. Guys, I'm sorry. Tuesdays are like a crazy day in my household, but I didn't want to miss this. I almost dropped my glass bottle in front of you all. That was gonna be so embarrassing. I was probably just gonna be like, see you later. But anyways, okay. All right, so Fresh. So I don't have the room spray bottle either, but I do have a couple that I have. I got these off of Amazon. They come in packets of 1, 3, 5, probably even more than that. I get them for like make and take parties and just to kind of make myself. But there's a couple ways you can do this. So I like that Vanessa's got hers and take off. I mean, like you can unmute yourselves and just chat, interrupt. This is like a party. Think of us like around like the kitchen table or the counter, not my husband's computer desk, which I'm hoping I won't spill. Let's be serious, I'll probably spill. But anyways, so unmute, talk amongst if you have things that you add or whatnot. So I'm gonna just use the promos because that's what we got. So you can put water, you can put some distilled water in it. I kind of filled it here. Forgot that part, so I'm not gonna run away to do that. But you kind of fill it to right here. And then you add your oils. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a stinky house. I mean, I have 3 children, I run, I work out, I work in healthcare. I mean, it's endless really. So I'm gonna use a lot, but depending on the size of your jar, you would use whatever you want. So you just kind of like drop it in. I mean, if this was like Instagram, I would just, speed it up a little bit. And I'm not counting because again, I'm not a slave to like the numbers. So if you ever ask me for a recipe, I may not give you like exact numbers, but I will give you kind of like the roundabout. So I'm going to say 20. You can do more depending on the bottle size or less, or go off your nose. Like sometimes some oils are a little bit more potent for others. Kind of just depends. And then I'm also going to pair it with lemon. I'm going to add some lemon in it just for like a fresh spring smell. You can also do like the luscious lemon that we got for free too at one of the levels this month. You can do tangerine, you can do all the things. So the joy of room sprays is that, so you do distilled water, your oils, you can add in some vodka to kind of help it mix. You can also do witch hazel. I just have witch hazel on me, so I'm just gonna do that. Like a tablespoon. I mean, again, I'm terrible with numbers. I kind of just go like 1/3 of it. So 2/3 water, 1/3 witch hazel or vodka. It does dry faster. She's absolutely right. And then a pinch of salt if you have, just to kind of help everything kind of mix together. And then you pop that top on and give it a little shake. So again, I think the one that comes in the freebies, guys, remind me if I'm wrong, I probably am, is like a, not this type of top though. It's like a spray bot, like this one, right? All right, which it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I mean, I just have this kind, so it's like easier, and I'm gonna just spray and I'm gonna smell like purification. Everybody spray. And then there's also a cool way you can do it. I mean, this is also I got off Amazon. I use these kind of for like poopery sprays. And if you know what I mean like bathroom sprays. I call them pooperies just to be silly. But this is a cute one off Amazon as well. Same sort of bottle. It has a little bit more of a wafter, if you will. I know, right? I should totally be on infomercials. Would you buy my stuff? The wafter.
I would buy it.
Anyways, so what is your favorite? If you aren't new around here or you've been doing room sprays for a while, which are the ones that you're going to use from the promos and which are the ones that you have used? And if you're brave, talk, just unmute and go. It's a party.
So I pretty religiously do purification and lime. I love those in the diffuser. I like it in the room spray. I do want to do just like I guess 2 super quick tips when you make a spray. Oil and water does separate. The add-ons like the salt and the witch hazel really help, but give it a shake before you do it to make sure it's mixed. And this was a rookie mistake when I was first starting. Be sure when you're making stuff to label it. I got this label on Amazon for 15 bucks. When I first started, I had so many rollers that I didn't label them because I was like, I don't know what that is. And then I wasn't using them as much as I should have, because I didn't know what they were. So I don't care if you get a piece of tape or anything like that, just label them so that you'll remember what they are. I really like this label maker. It's very inexpensive. It lasts a long time, but please label them too.
That's great. I need the link for that label maker. I'll be honest, 7 years, guys, 7 years. I still use blue paint tape. So you don't have to be fancy. And sometimes I was the same way. And I often would just be like, I don't need to label. I will totally remember which ones are which. I did not. So labeling is key. Great tip. Anybody else? I love purification and lime. That sounds awesome. I want to go add some lime right now to that one. Anyone brave? No. It's okay. You can put it in the comments. I totally understand. So that's like the room spray you can use with the bottle that comes, or just grab one off Amazon, or really you can even recycle like a 15 milliliter bottle and get one of those like cute spray tops that they have. I think someone just posted about them. I think they're from Amazon as well. I mean, like, right, Amazon. All great things for those sorts of supplies, not other things. All right, Ashley, want to show the next one? Kind of go right on.
Absolutely. I am so excited. This one is a little bit more complex, not in a bad way, but I was so excited because I actually put in, so a couple of things. You can buy bigger chunks of pink Himalayan sea salt on Amazon, but my family actually just muted my screen and ran into my kitchen and put a grinder in here. And I put, you probably can't really see it. It's about a 1/4 inch thick at the bottom. We're actually going to make a bath soak now, and this is going to be pretty fun. So you want to use pink Himalayan sea salt, and what your goal is with this, I'm not going to give you measurements because it's more ratio than measurement. You're going to use equal amounts pink Himalayan sea salt and magnesium flakes. So I have a giant container of magnesium flakes. The reason, oh gosh, I haven't used them in a long time. Like, they're not expired, but I mean a long time as in I probably once a year make magnesium sprays to help with trace mineral uptake and relaxation for my kids. So you want to use some sea salt. It's also going to help absorb the trace minerals. It's going to help with just our bodies literally taking the oils and using them at a cellular level. So I have about a 1/4 inch of the pink Himalayan sea salt. Is anybody making with me? Let's be real. If you're not, it's cool. That's right. Thank you, Chelsea. I'm like, everybody else is just watching me, which is so awkward. I'm like, hey friends, let's make some things. So now I'm putting the flakes. Here's the thing. If you've never made something with magnesium flakes before, they are burny and itchy if they're on their own. So to make magnesium oil, someone asked me this earlier today, because I kind of had the recipe up. To make magnesium oil, you're melting the magnesium flakes. So when you melt them down, it has them in a surface, in a form that can be used on a surface other than a bathtub. Y'all can use in your stomach, your feet. So I love, love, love this. So what we're going to do now is sweet almond oil is what I posted, but I realized that for me, I like that carrier. It's not most people's preferred carrier. If you have coconut or V6, it doesn't really matter. But what we're going to do next before we actually add our oils is we're going to make it a moist environment. That word's so gross, right? So Chelsea has a container. She's going to add equal ratios, magnesium and pink Himalayan sea salt. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make it a moist environment. That sounds like that word is so weird. But so I have sweet almond oil in my cabinet, but for me, maybe I'm wrong, but when I started, I only ever had coconut. So if I'm wrong and you guys are like, we have sweet almond, that's fine. But I'm assuming you have some sort of carrier. So you're adding some sort of carrier. So that's just going to get to about, not covering the flakes and the salt, but about at the same level. Does that make sense? Where you can see it, you're like, okay, they're not floating around because they won't float, they'll sink, but they're also like a little bit, you can tell they're lubricated. So then what we're going to add now is I have a 4-ounce container. So here's my ratio for a 4-ounce container. This is going to be tangerine, peppermint, and luscious lemon. This is the ratio for a 4-ounce container, friends. I keep saying that because if you have a 2-ounce container, cut it in half. 8-ounce container, I think Chelsea's is probably 8, maybe 10. She's going to double it, maybe 2.5 times. I don't know.
I just went with a little because I didn't get the memo. I didn't know what sizes, so I went big.
There isn't
Always so
sizes.
big. I mean, is that?
Oh, there's no sizes, guys. You know why there's no sizes? Because when we order on Amazon, most of us have to order in more than one set. So I'd rather people just get a lidded container from their house. Because here's the deal. This is small, but the reason it's smaller for me is I wanted to use this lidded container for the carpet deodorizer. So I literally wanted to show you guys, you can do this with anything in your house. So for 4 ounces, I'm going to do, ready for it? I'm going to do 30 drops of essential oil. I'm going to do 10, 10, 10. The reason we're doing that is here's the deal. This 30 drops would burn your butthole in your vagina. Like, let's be real, if you're doing a bath soak. But if we do 2 of these citrus, one a blend, one a straight citrus, and 10 of this, we're going to have 30 ounces. And really, this is not a soak that you're using at once. This is going to be a scoop in your hand. This is probably 5 to 6 servings. Does that make sense to everybody? We're talking like, here's my hand. I scoop my fingers in and put it in the bath because this is not Epsom salts. It's whole flakes, pink Himalayan sea salt, a concentrated amount of oils, and then a little bit of lubrication or softening factor from the sweet almond oil or coconut oil. So again, let me finish this up. I did 10 luscious lemon and tangerine. And if you've never smelled tangerine, it's not like its friend orange. They might be cousins and they might be doing some things together, guys. They might be looking similar, but they do not smell the same. Tangerine is tart and potent and honestly more refreshing than orange to me. So it is an amazing oil to get for free this month because it's one that I love and it smells different than I ever imagined. Okay, so I got 10 of each. So what you're going to do now is a couple of things. You can give it a stir with your finger if you don't have a utensil nearby because we're on a video. I don't know why I don't have a utensil right here, but I'm stirring mine around.
I have a pencil.
So here's the other thing you can do, guys. You could do this with Epsom salt. You don't have to use the sea salt and the magnesium. The magnesium is going to be very calming and sleep inducing, which I think is what a lot of us want when we're doing a bath soak, but you don't have to do that. You can do something else. And the oils that we're using in this are not sleepy time. They're invigorating, but they should not make people awake. Invigorating as in my family does not prefer lavender bath gel. Like we use more like Morning Start blend soap, if that makes sense. Like we use our soap we just made last batch was rosemary and luscious lemon. So you could try it, decide for yourselves, but my kids, this definitely makes a difference. We tonight, actually, I didn't mix it, but I used a handful of magnesium flakes with oils and realized how drying that was without the carrier. So I was very happy for this recipe to contain that carrier. So now we're going to jump. Allison's going to show you the stain stick. So go grab your dish soap, Thieves household cleaner, and a roller bottle.
Oh my gosh, I love the soap idea of rosemary and luscious lemon. I actually like making things with other people, or in that case of that last one, I did not have my Epsom salts or magnesium flakes on hand, so I didn't make it, I watched. But I love doing these sort of things because I learn like new combos that I would never think of. So that's really my favorite part of it. All right. So another thing that I feel like we could all use, and we all use probably more than not, and it's a good replacement of some really toxic ones that are on the market. And just that they have like harmful chemicals in the ones that are on the market. So it's really kind of an easy way to make it yourself. And I'll be honest, I don't, DIY is not my favorite path. I will typically kind of buy one. So for instance, if there was a Thieves stain stick already made for me, I would purchase it. So Young Living should be listening, because I will buy it offhand. But some of the things that aren't available, I will make it, because it's worth it to me to kind of make it quickly and then have it, instead of having to go out to the store like when I need a stain stick, right? You pour on yourself or your kids do or whatnot. I mean, we've all been there with the spills. So yeah. So here we go. So this one is easy. So this one actually came in the laundry caddy set from one of the launches, I think at some point last year. So this is a great one to do. It has a roller ball on it to use it. So you can make it right in here, but I'm going to make it in something else so you can kind of get a different idea, since, you know, probably not everybody has this. So you can, again, get one online and make it super cute and pretty, or you can upcycle one of your 50 milliliter bottles that we all have lying around, because, you know, we're using our oils and our diffusers and things like that. And I have already kind of pre-made this, so I wasn't going to make a mess online. And it's like all on the outside of my bottle. Clearly I should do better cleaning. So anyways, so what you would do, so this is a great way to also kind of highlight a fun-filled thing of a different oil. But what you can do is you can kind of peel off the label. I just used a Luscious Lemon because my stain stick's going to be with Luscious Lemon in it. So it's kind of easy. I only had like a little bit left of the Luscious Lemon. So I thought it would be a good idea to kind of upcycle it. And you just kind of peel the sticker off. I'm going to struggle, because that's what I'm going to do. Man, I should really do infomercials. Side note, that was a dream of mine back in the day. If I wasn't going to be a physical therapist, I wanted to be on infomercials. I'm living my dream right now. Thanks, ladies. All right, so you kind of peel it off. If you had problems peeling that label off, or some parts got stuck, you can use your lemon and kind of just like pour it on and then scratch it off. It comes off super easy. I'm sure if you know that trick, I'm sure you've used it. But if you haven't, now you know. All right, so you got that. So I had like this much left of lemon. You can do, depending on that 50 milliliter, you can do, like I do about 10 to 15 drops total. So if you want to do Luscious Lemon, you could do Purification, you could do Thieves, all good ones to choose. They're all kind of their own little stain remover in itself. Yeah, and then you kind of take off the orifice, pop it off. Wonderful. And there's, you know, has the hole. And so what you do is you can put the oils in it, right? So as I said, I already kind of had Luscious Lemon in there. And then you take like a teaspoon or a half capful of the Thieves cleaner, and you pour it in your cap. And then some people like to use funnels to kind of pour it in nicely without spilling. Some like to put it everywhere, like I just did. And then you kind of just pour it right on in the bottle. I'm not gonna do that because I clearly already spilled. This is why I did it ahead of time. I should have just left it at that, guys. So you do that. The next step, if you have the Thieves dish soap, these are great alternatives to some of the old stuff that I used to use. I'll be honest, I never really knew what was kind of lurking in my products until I started to open my mind. And yes, Young Living and these friends kind of opened my eyes to it, but I've been so happy since I've made the switch. And they honestly like last forever. As I said, kind of in the subscribe to save, it's a good way to budget. So this bottle, I mean, this bottle lasts like a long time, and I have a family of 5 that eats a lot. So we use a ton, and it's like still up here. So anyways, you'll squirt again, teaspoon or kind of like 1/3 of the way, and just kind of pour it in, give it that good consistency. If you want to pop anything else on it, you're more than welcome to, but those are kind of like the main ingredients that I stick with. If you guys have any ones that you add, go ahead and add that in, and then pop a roller top on it. I have it back there. I'll grab it while somebody else maybe shares what they put in their stain stick or any highlights of things that they make. And then you have your stain stick. And then again, use your beautiful labeler that you purchased from Amazon off of Chelsea's, or paint tape is what I use. And you have your stain stick with the promos. Did everybody not pour it out on themselves like I did? Was everyone better than me? Oh, see, Vanessa, you should have highlighted that. I should have been like, let's watch Vanessa, not me, because I poured it all over myself. Basically gave myself a human stain stick. So I'm gonna go clean myself up. I'm gonna pass it off to Ashley.
No, Allison, I'm laughing because I have a 30 mil roller, which is the big fat one that I love. And so, I'm gathering my stuff earlier this morning. We went on a day trip today for spring break. And before I left this morning, this is like, just to be real with y'all, this is like 4:30 this morning when I was gathering the supplies. And I had a 30 mil bottle and it didn't have a roller in it. It was like the cap and the roller. It was cute. So I put stuff in it because Allison and I hadn't talked yet. I wasn't sure who was doing what. I wanted to have like a one made. And guys, I put stuff in it. And there's this one time when the top like closed, but obviously it wasn't sealed because there was no roller. So then instead of being logical and just figuring it out, I dumped it in the trash can. Yay, really smart. So raise your hand if you've ever done something really dumb, because that was dumb. Like it's all things I could have used. They could have gone in my washer. Like I could have dumped them in 215 mil. I just was frustrated because I was trying to be prepared and I was irritated at myself. So that means that now, what? Right. That means that Allison, now I have the supplies around me, but no roller. Like I'm looking at them right now. I'm like, there's laundry soap on my counter, not counter, but my table.
Wait, I gotta, Vanessa reminded me, seriously, Vanessa, I really should have highlighted you. Hydrogen peroxide is a good one to kind of add into that. I'm going to probably add that in as a good one, just kind of get an extra little clean cleanser. So thanks for that tip. All right, as you were.
Yeah. Okay, this one's going to be super fun to make. So everybody get ready. I don't know about you guys, but my house is also stinky. Allison, you made me laugh when you're talking about stinky. I'm like, my house is also a little bit stinky. So we're going to make our carpet refresher. So I have a smaller jar right here. I tend to like to make this in a bigger mason jar because I can use it more often on carpets. And it's something for me, we use a lot. I don't use sea salt, and that's in the recipe, but I want to caution you, if you have really short carpet, that tends to gather moisture. So what I mean about that is like our carpet tends to be thicker. So even if you had wet on the bottom of your shoes, it would not soak all the way like down into the carpet. But if you have like 1/2 inch carpet, we have like at our house, we have almost, I guess it's, I don't know, 6/8 of an inch or whatever, but you'll know what I mean by thin carpet, like thin carpet. You want to add something that's going to soak up moisture. So you want sea salt. If not, you can just use baking soda, and actually don't use organic baking soda. I just use baking soda. This is like the Dollar Tree baking soda. You know why? Because I'm about to use a whole bunch of it on my disgusting, stinky carpet. It's not the allergy call, but you guys, I am like so stuffy today. Anybody else with me? Nobody? I am so stuffy. So you're going to dump in whatever jar size you have. I have right now a cup jar, so 8 ounces. And I'm going to dump it so it's almost to the very top. If you are adding sea salt, your ratio would be a tablespoon to every 8 ounces. So if you're gonna write that down, a tablespoon to every 8 ounces. So now what I'm gonna do with this, I'm gonna make sure there's no chunks in my baking soda. So that one part of it came out kind of chunky. And I will tell you guys, I have done the containers that are like the Parmesan cheese containers that come from the Dollar Tree where you kind of shake them out. That's great. You can use that. I've just found that if they ever have moisture anywhere near them, they clot. You can't really get it out. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 drops each. And you could alternate. Purification would be great. Tangerine would be great. It is an orange color, so you want to be careful on carpets that are pure white. You could also do with this one, you could do luscious lemon, but what I love the most out of these two is just a very simple combo of lemon and peppermint. And so for me, my favorite ratio is for every cup of baking soda, 20 drops of oil. So keep it even, guys. I'm doing 10 drops lemon, 10 drops peppermint. There we go. And we got carpet removed from the room in right now. So we tend to vacuum a little bit less than we used to, but my kids' rooms upstairs, they need to refresh. They're like nasty. Helpful hint, we did have carpet replaced this year and there was a lot of baking soda residue at the bottom, and it made me realize I probably need to use less and use it as more of a sprinkle and not a dump. So I want to encourage you, if you're making 8 ounces of this is not like a 1 room deal. You're not like, oh, I'm put this up in my living room and it's going to smell good. No, diffuse for that. Use this as a way to clean your carpets. So shake it really, really well. Shake, 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 Sonora. Shake it all the time. Work, work, work. No, nobody else. No one is shaking. Is anybody shaking?
I was singing Taylor Swift. That's the song that came to me.
Shake it off. Okay, who is
That was
shaking? You are not supposed to be showing up on here, guys, unless you're making with us. This was like a serious making time. So doing this, and it's not moist enough that's going to clot, but it still is going to be so aromatic. So I'm going to sprinkle this on my carpet. I can also use this to sprinkle in my toilets and then scrub them. This can also be used in the bottom of my trash cans to make them smell refreshed. This can also be used as my sink, as a soft scrub. So I don't know about you guys, but this is like a super versatile recipe. And I love it for just a refreshment of all the areas in my house. We do have one more we're going to talk about and chat about. I want to make sure we have a pretty solid replay to share. I'm saying that with you guys because I feel like no one on here is making this with me, but I'm going to go with it anyways. Get a big old dropper bottle. Anybody have one? Big old dropper bottle. It can be 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 4 ounce. But here's the thing. I'm gonna make some stuff with y'all. But what's funny is I wanted to show you the illustration of what happens when I teach people about this. They have these big old dropper bottles and they are trying to use 10 drops of oil in them. So I'm gonna dump some things in them. I'm gonna show you my favorite combos for diffuser bombs from these promos and freebies. Peppermint, tangerine, and lemon, amazing together. So powerful. Pine and purification, so powerful. Luscious lemon by itself or as a combination with any of the others. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show all of you type A people how freeing it can be to just dump crap. Tangerine, the whole bottle I had left. Lemon, you ready? Whole bottle I have left. Is anybody freaking out over there as I'm doing this? Because you're like, why is she not doing this measured? Whole bottle. Woo, that's a lot of peppermint. Okay, right. Pine, whole bottle. Actually, pine is probably half of a 5 ml. Here we go, pine. Lemon, about half of a 15 ml. Oh, it smells delightful. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this diffuser bomb bottle right here. And as Allison said, I do need to label it because otherwise people be ingesting this stuff in the house. They're doing all kinds of stuff in this house because I didn't label it right. So I'm going to label it. I'm probably just going to put a flower sticker on it because I don't have a label printed right now. But this is a lot of oil. It's an expensive diffuser bomb because I'm dumping straight oil. I'm going to diffuse this for the next few weeks. What I am going to do with my empty bottles is I'm going to take all 5 of these empty bottles and I'm going to immediately put them in Epsom salt so my kids can take a bath in them tomorrow night and have this aromatic, spring smelling, uplifting bath. So how many of you guys raise your hand if you've ever made a diffuser bomb? Yeah, me too. I love them. So with this combo from this month, you could literally take all your promo oils and dump the entire bottles of them into a dropper if you don't want to make the other recipes, and it will smell divine. And around your house, drop it in. It's going to be very great for lung function. It's going to be great for uplifting attitude, healthy breathing. As I said, with lung function, it's going to be great for overall good vibes. So I am so excited to see what you get. We're going to go ahead and jump off of here, take a quick stretch, get some water, make your diffuser bomb, and we're going to be back on here at 9:30 Eastern time with the same link for a call all about having a side gig and making some cash while still having another stream of income. So thanks guys for being on. We love and appreciate each of you so much, and share with us in our usage groups, whatever one you're in, whatever community you're connected to. Share with us what you've made from this month's freebies. Thanks, Dr. Allison, for hosting alongside me.